Welcome, everyone. Thank you to coming out for our Media Literacy for Youth fundraising event. We also want to give a shout out to the College of Biblical Studies for being able to host our event yet again this year. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for believing in the next generation. Your presence here means more than you know. First, I want to share with you why this fundraiser matters right now. We're living in a digital age where young people receive more messages from screens than really from real people. According to the Pew Research, 95% of the teens have access to smartphones. And guess what? 90% of them are on YouTube every single day. Social media now shapes what youth think. It shapes how they communicate. It shapes all of their decision making. And the truth is, many students have never been taught how to recognize what misinformation means and then manage that online pressure and then use media in a more responsible way. The American Psychological Association warns that youth mental health is directly impacted by all of the digital content, showing higher levels of anxiety and depression. Teens who spend hours just comparing themselves to the unrealistic images of what they see online. Another study shows us that the National Institute for Mental Health reports that online environments are now shaping how an adolescent sees themselves in those formative years with their self esteem, how they see their social identity, how their emotional well being, how it just really functions. And the Stanford History Education Group found that most teens at this point, because of so much social media, they can't really distinguish what real news is from what false content actually is. And let's not even talk about AI. This isn't just a statistic, it's actually going to be a crisis. And it's happening right here in our community. Second, I want to share with you the story of a person who benefited from our work. Yes, we've been working in the community for several months now, and we have been able to show some impact. A few months ago, a 14-year-old student, we're going to call her Alyssa, she attended one of our media literacy workshops. When she arrived, she was very quiet, very shy. She was really just overwhelmed. Come to find out, online bullying, she had been experiencing that for some months. She told us she felt pressured, and she felt pressured to post like the perfect pictures just to fit in. She said she didn't know how to respond to negative comments online. She didn't trust anyone. She saw on social media because so many things were just happening, not only in her mind, but on the posts that she was receiving. But something changed for her. During our workshops, she learned how algorithms actually work. I know everybody talks about an algorithm, right? But the algorithms are what really she needed to learn about. She learned how to identify what image looked manipulated. She learned how misinformation spreads, and she learned how to use her voice to tell a positive, authentic story. That's what we're doing here with Media Literacy for Youth. By the end of our program, Alyssa just wasn't smiling. She started to volunteer to help create digital wellness video for other students. She said for the first time, she felt like the internet didn't control her anymore. She was the one in control. This is why we're here tonight. Alyssa represents thousands of young people, male and female, people who are out there growing up online, but growing up online without the tools on how to protect themselves, how to protect their minds, their confidence, and their identity. Third, I want you to know that you are here because we want you to be part of our mission. This spring, Media Literacy for Youth is launching our first digital empowerment project. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we're so excited about this. It's going to be a 6-week media literacy program for middle and high school students. The program is going to include the following things. It's going to have creative workshops, creating digital mental health. One strategy that can be widely integrated is media literacy. It's a key component to digital health citizenship. We got this study from an online education science magazine. They also stated that the new digital environment teachers, they need more specific skills, not only in the use of technological tools, but also managing the risks associated with the use of these technologies. Digital storytelling. I'm sure everyone knows about digital storytelling. That is on the rage right now. If we look at Prisma.com, an upcoming research study group, they explain that digital storytelling organizations around the world have media literacy agenda because they provide skills that once appropriated and promote the development of a critical eye regarding the stories in which as consumers are seeing in the mainstream media. We are on a hit daily basis, hit as in hit on social media. For this reason, the digital storytelling environment, it comes in different forms. It can also be seen as an alternative, even if it's not opposing the presence of that of the on-stream, mainstream media. We're so excited. So our next part, we're going to have mentoring sessions. This is the part that I'm really excited about. Because if we look at professionals from the European Alliance Group for Innovation, they tell us that the digital influences are on the rise, becoming one of the biggest marketing and public relation trends, especially to those that promote lifestyle products. I'm sure you have run across a TikTok or an Instagram promoting some type of lifestyle product that you cannot live without. I know I bought a few myself, right? Hands-on activities that teach our students how to think critically. That is going to be our next portion. We want to make sure that they're getting their hands on it so that they can see and use it in a proper manner. If we look at an article by Clemente Lopez, he was talking about social media being like society in an intertwined, complex, and virtually infinite realm of transactions and interactions. But genuine engagement is of the essence. That entails through understanding each particular culture and its idiosyncrasies, not merely just one standard translation. Now, we have a lot planned for this spring. I just talked to everyone about it. This is the part that we need your help. To make all of this possible, we are seeking to raise really just $5,000. I know that sounds small to someone, for us, that's going to be big. And here it is. This is where you come in. Tonight, what I'm asking is for you to sponsor education for a student. We can go as little as $35 a month to commit to a one-time gift of $50. Let me tell you what you get. $35 a month pays for just one student's access to the workshops. One. $35. I'm sure you can spare that. $50 provides one-time digital learning materials for the student in need. Now, we also have a higher tier for those that are able to do so. Our sponsorships for $250, that will sponsor an entire classroom. So now you've gone from impacting one student to be able to impact an entire classroom. Every dollar that we raise tonight goes directly to a hands-on training for our youth. Nothing else. We're committed to doing exactly that, but we cannot do it without you. Just so you know, growing up in a digital age offers youth an incredible opportunity, but only if we give them the tools to navigate it safely. That's what we're all about at Media Literacy for Youth. You can come and be a reason that a teenager turns and learns critical thinking skills in the social media arena. You can be the reason that a person avoids the misinformation that's out there, the AI generated image. You can also be the reason that a student discovers their voice in a noisy online world. So I ask you tonight, will you be a sponsor? Will you sponsor just one student? Will you help us raise that $5,000? Will you stand with us as we teach the youth how to use technology rather than letting technology use them? We want to thank you for your generosity. We want to thank you for your belief in our mission and your commitment to our community's youth. Let's change the digital future, and we can change that together. Thank you.